get that collar? I've got some business nearby. Swing by my coordinates and we'll have a chat.
Looks like you made it and got the collar, so you're good to go to Dvupalov. I've tagged the location of his hideout for you. You should be able to get there just fine. If he asks you for a password, just say the leash.
Thanks for the tip. I gotta go.
Safe travels.
The leash.
Come on in, and don't drag your feet. If you only got one, don't expect a big payout. Where are your manners? Where do you think you're going, Stalker? What the hell are you doing? No snacks till the third shot. You'll ruin the experience. Hand it over. You're new around here, aren't you? Or have I just forgotten you? I had an assistant I'll never forget, Nightingale. He was a delight to work with and a great drinking buddy. It's a shame he's gone. Think you can fill his shoes?
I wasn't planning to. I'm here about...
I know what you're here about. The first ones in the house. But we'll enjoy it right here on the spot. You can fetch the bottle from my lab. It's just down the hall. It's an elixir you'll light and never forget. I'll remember. All right. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado is gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
Let's toss another one back.
You're definitely not a grad student. That's a good thing. About those scholars. Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on collars if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure. But it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
I'm interested in a different project. The controller. You were a part of it.
The last thing I need is another Sherpa pestering me. That grad student is obsessed with the subject. The idea of blissful ignorance is utterly beyond him. That means I could use another drink. After the third shot of my elixir, even the most hopeless souls can start to grasp the basics of abstract thinking. Then we can talk for real. So what do you say? You down for a few more drinks, or maybe just one for the roads?
All right. But this is the last one.
Bold words from a young man like you. If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So, go ahead. Ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Sheen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha. And I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole three-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab. The colors were a crude instruments. The suppressors, on the other hand, they were designed to dampen abilities of a fine nature. Now, where did I put it? No, that's just some... Hold on. Let me give you the key to the X5 first. No, that's just some junk. Ah, look, a pickle. I'll save it for later. Fuck, where are you off to? The artifact just popped out of the still! Grab it, Stalker! Why, you're light on your feet, Stalker. You can hang on to this one. You've earned it. You went after that artifact like a bullet from a gun. Seems like I gave the keycard for X5 to Sherpa after all. That's why I hate teetotalers. The bastard must have caught me in a good mood. Anyway, if you want the suppressor, you need to talk to that boring grad student yourself. He's over in Nagropron, staying close to X5. And now for the fourth shots, the happiest of them all.
ask you to vacate the premises. I'm occupying it and there's nothing here to take.
Calm down, Sherba. Vupalov sent me.
Is the professor doing okay? He didn't succumb to intoxication from that poison of his, did he? Its alcohol by volume is nearing pure ethanol. Not to mention the anomalous component. What a fall from grace. A great scientist resorting to making vodka.
Dvupalov sent me to get the key card for X5. I'm looking for the Phantom Suppressor.
It took Dvupalov a whole 6 months just to remember my name while I served him food every day. And now he tells you about the card right away? Did you drink with him or something?
It's tough to avoid having a drink with him.
That stuff is pure poison. All right, I'll give you the card. It's too risky for me in there anyway. But you've got to promise me that you'll search X5 for any papers related to the controller project and bring them back to me.
Since I'm headed to X5, tell me about the lab.
Until recently, no one even knew it existed. The research there was classified, and the lab had been mothballed for quite some time. Then Duty did some cleanup with heavy explosives there, and found hidden levels beneath Agroprom. I used certain informal channels to reach out to the professor. That's how I found out it was an old mutant research lab. I can't even begin to fathom what's going on in there right now.
Hand me that key card, and I'll see what I can do about your papers.
All right. It's not like I've got much of a choice. But keep those papers in mind, Stalker. You'll need to head all the way down, but if you're willing to do the job, I'll make it worth your while. I'll go check on the professor in the meantime. Seems like every time I look away, he's got a new drinking buddy.
having trouble sleeping too, I see. Let's get started early today. We're going to explore how your brain responds to metaphors and imagery. Empathy and abstract thinking. Those are the traits that separate us from simplists. And there, what separates you from the other mutants? In theory, at least. I rummaged through my library and came across something that suits our circumstances perfectly. I hope you won't mind a little bit. Not backwards, forwards with the spirit science.
I've seen Skiff in action. He's a formidable adversary, so give it your all. Once we're through with him, you can have whatever you want. All I'm after is Korshinov's badge.
Can't you just move on?
The Stalker, he's back. Those papers I mentioned, do you have them?
Where are your manners, young man? You won't even offer a man a shit and pour him a cold one?
Here. I don't want to be anywhere near these things.
This is... Yes! This is it! At last!
There's nothing exciting in there anyhow. I've told you before, young man, if even my own work can end in failure...
Faust wasn't exactly... a failure. In a way. Haven't you heard? He tapped into the X network, brought the monolith back, and caused a bloodbath all over the zone.
So he's... your project? The abilities you incorporate...
Shut up! I knew I was right all along. So that bunch of old farts in pots haven't given up on my research. Hooking him up to the monolith was a stroke of genius.
Thanks for those papers. They're a treasure worth all the years I spent at Malachite. We'll stay in touch. I've got grand plans for the future.
And I told them that the only way to create a true controller is to preserve his capacity to think, to feel, and make decisions. Sure, right now the choices he's making don't align with what the Ward, the NDST or anyone else had in mind. But I did succeed.
I found the suppressor. Can you install it?
All right. I almost forgot the reason you're here. All the work I did. It's all become meaningless. You're going to kill Faust.
A lot of good soldiers died because of him.
Soldiers killing other soldiers. It's a tale as old as time. Why should I care? I've provided you with a weapon to use against Faust. It's up to you to find someone to install it. You're as much of a fool as I am if you think you can set things right. The controller project was abandoned, and yet Faust endures. Monolith disappeared, and now it has returned. Go ahead and kill Faust, Stalker. It won't change a thing. You'll see. Quit bugging me, you mopio.
does it, Stalker? I've got enough on my plate as it is.
I need a special upgrade for my suit.
Can't you see what's going on?
What about the helicopters, Doc? My friend's there.
Everyone had friends there. Rest and recuperate. My men died getting your asses out of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I damn near died at the Dugas, and now you're telling me to rest?
I'm afraid there is nothing else I can do for you right now.
You've been promising me Class 5 sea protection for years!
Colonel, sir, no one expected the small Dugas to...
No one, huh? My men are still lying out there, and I can't even bury them!
At least you didn't share their fate.
What?
We selected soldiers and studied them in order to understand how Psi immunity works, but this procedure had a side effect we weren't expecting. Loss of protection against targeted Psi exposure.
What the hell does that mean?
We have created Class 5 protection as promised, but it only works for you, Colonel.
Get out of here! Golly, you bastards! Stand down! Those monolithians. They fight like it's their last stand and die happy. Faust could be envied. Well,